how free are you really? So in this video, I want to show you a model I created. I call it the 6 levels of freedom. Still work in progress. I would love your feedback and thoughts on it. But yeah, to kind of create those different levels, and then we can check where do we see ourselves. Because freedom, for me, it happens on a spectrum. It's not a binary thing. We humans love to think in binaries. You're good or you're bad. But almost everything in my experience happens on a spectrum, and how free we are as well. Now, levels is not quite a spectrum, but it's a lot better than having just two options. Am I free or am I not? And the reason why I created this is, well, first, I'm really passionate about freedom. It's a huge value for myself, and I think it's something worthwhile pursuing. The second reason is, if we don't really see what is possible and where we are on the spectrum, we might just accept it as, well, that's normal. So let's get into it. Level 1, total confinement. So this level represents people who are really confined, physically, mentally, or both. And their circumstances are so limiting that they have no real sense of control over their lives. Examples: someone in prison who is not able to see their friends, their family, to move around when they want to. Then also individuals who are really impacted by disease or chronic illness, who are not capable to stand up, to walk, to go out in nature. Or maybe they're not able even to make decisions. And then I added here as well, those people who are so deeply conditioned and programmed by society, the culture, institutional norms, that they can't see beyond the confines of their current reality. So they believe the system they're in is the only reality and living on autopilot. Right? Even if you have money, even if you technically could do different things, if your conditioning completely prevents you from even seeing those possibilities, I would also classify that as level 1, right? And just bringing in this internal aspect of freedom. Level 2, limited autonomy. People here have some control over their daily actions, but they are still likely highly limited by external circumstances like job dependencies, financial strain, societal expectations. And examples here are someone working a 9-to-5 job that they don't like, but they can't leave because of their financial obligations, right? The mortgage, family, paying bills. And this is true no matter how much you earn. If you earn 150,000, but you're living basically paycheck to paycheck, or you've built this big lifestyle and now you're so afraid what other people would think if something changes, that you're just like your hands are tied. You're not able to leave, even though you are not fulfilled in the work that you do. If you have to ask permission to go on vacation, I would say also it's quite limited, the autonomy. So I think a lot of people are in here, but because they earn a lot of money or they have a big house or something, they might not realize it. Because society is like, whoa, you've made it, you're successful. But when it comes to freedom and autonomy, is that really the case? Level 3, conditional freedom. So at this stage, individuals experience more autonomy, but they are still tied down by professional and personal responsibilities. So, for example, if you're a consultant or a freelancer, but you're selling your time, then very likely you still have kind of a lot of conditions around your freedom, because you need to show up, you need to keep going to have money coming in. or small business owners who have some control over their time, but they're still dependent on their business income. They may have a team to manage, maybe shareholders, or demanding clients. But we're moving away here from employee to having your own business. So you can do whatever you want. You can just not work on a day, and usually they're not the same consequences as if you have a boss who's like, well, you're out. Okay, level 4, high independence. So individuals at this level have significant financial independence, but still need to maintain oversight over their business or investments. So what we are teaching our clients, right, is to become a productized consultant. So instead of selling the time, selling the value, the outcome. And if you do that and you can cover your expenses with a few hours of work each week, and you are location independent, like you have high level of independence. Or entrepreneurs who have small teams and kind of almost some passive income already. They have the system set up, but you still have to check your business quite regularly to make sure everything runs smooth. And then also just people who maybe inherited quite a bit of money. Maybe they need to handle certain obligations, like tax management, asset oversight, and so on. And then we get to level 5, which I called true freedom. So at this level, people have fully removed themselves from their daily operations, if they run a business, allowing the business to run autonomously, or maybe they have sold a business and have tens of millions and now in their bank account. So yeah, we have entrepreneurs who have all built the systems, the teams, have delegated a lot of the responsibilities. So individuals who are completely in control over their time, their finances, and they're able now to focus on passion projects, philanthropic work, or just personal development, without the, oh shit, I'm struggling, I need to work on myself. And then finally, I added level 6 to kind of honor what freedom at the end of the day really matters. So this level represents mostly an internal state of liberation. So individuals here experience a deep spiritual connection, achieving an inner sense of peace and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. Those individuals may run large organizations, or they live very simple lives. Maybe they live kind of retreated from society. So those are people who have achieved an inner state of peace regardless of the external environment or challenges that are ongoing. They don't need material success or external validation to feel complete. Someone who experiences joy, freedom, and fulfillment from within, choosing to participate in the world from a place of deep alignment without being affected by its demands. So those are the 6 levels. And I'm super interested to hear how they resonate, if I forgot something, other aspects of freedom that should be included here. And yeah, the intention is to have kind of a map that people can use to check in, where am I on this journey? Do I want more freedom? Right? If I'm in a job and, well, let's do say I like the job, I don't want more holiday, fine. I have my 2 weeks holidays a year or whatever, and I have a certain dress code, but I'm okay with that. You know, for example, for me, it's very important that I can dress whatever I want. I have like this old t-shirt, this tank top, because it's warm here. And that's what I want to wear today. And when we check in and we then use this map to see, this is how this next level of freedom could look like. How can I transition to the next level? What are the things I need to do and complete to get there? All right, looking forward to your feedback and comments, questions, and talk soon. Ciao.